the Psycho Accountability Club, sport30psycho.com. All the details of the challenge are there. If you want to do the daily tracker, you can get it with the QR code. What's up, Rob? How are you?
Doing very well, man. How about yourself?
Doing good. We, had a great night last night with Flynn. My whole lifestyle framework is to hang out with him, and we had a nice dinner. PF Chang's.
Nice.
That's when we go to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
I'm like, we've eaten there a few times, and I tell my wife, like, I love going there as a arcade for Flynn, but the food sucks. So
Yeah. Yeah. No. PF Chang's, man. Same. When we're in Colombia back in the day when our kids were little, seemed like that's where they loved. Yeah.
PF Chang's.
Yeah. Always good food and tons of cool stuff. But
we had this couple sitting behind us that complained about their spare ribs literally the whole time we were there
at PF Chang's.
Oh my God. Yeah, they wouldn't stop talking about it. And they were so like they didn't come covered and smoke like I guess they come covered and smoke comes out of. I mean, they literally complained they were pissed off that they didn't come the way they normally come. And every time the waiter came by, they grabbed them to talk about it. But they wouldn't. When he left, they kept on talking about it. I mean, literally for over half an hour, they were in the worst mood of people that I just couldn't. They were sitting right behind me, and I ended up moving in our booth over to Flynn and help feed him. But it's like such a negative energy. Like it was unbelievable.
Well, it's the opposite of like what you try to like, pass on to your kids, man. Is like just hear the negativity the entire time. Plus, like PF Chang's place, I know, like we've eaten there 50 times and we love it. Every time it's been I'm sure there's instances where food hasn't been as good, but I mean they run a tight ship. It's always a good experience. Good bang for the buck.
The waiter was also our waiter. So after this couple left, he was walking by and he was great. And he every time he went by, he was like, "Hey, you guys good?" And I was like, "This rice normally comes on a round plate. You have it on a square plate?" And I'm fucking pissed. And the guy looked at me and he was like, it really, he was, he didn't realize I was messing with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm just kidding. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, oh my God. He was so traumatized.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I know.
He goes, he's like, I can't, he's like, I just go along with it. I just keep on apologizing. I know. I was like, I know, dude. I heard you apologize like 20 times.
Yeah.
About their spare ribs didn't come with a cover.
Well, it'd be interesting to see what they actually tipped. Are they complete? Are they going to penalize the server?
They didn't tip. Yeah. I mean, look, it really ruined their night. Like it was unbelievable. And it just made me think about don't sweat the small stuff, like some people just latch on to things. And I don't know, maybe they had drinks in them. They didn't seem overly drunk or anything. They just seemed like really not happy people just looking. I mean,
yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough being around that. Like I do everything I can to get away from that kind of energy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you said, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't,
Great little book.
Yeah. Well, and then just that's the other thing. The other book that I have not, I'm glad you said that because today and tomorrow will be a good opportunity for me to just read it, was The Greatest Salesman.
Oh man.
Not like it's a big book, but like that's something I have not I got it and haven't finished it yet.
I mean that's a 30-minute read.
Yeah.
I liked listening. Og Mandino was a really interesting guy, and it's brilliantly written. But you can go on YouTube, and he has each one of the each one of the commitments, the scrolls. He reads them, like, so you can listen to it. Like I used to go on the treadmill and listen to his commitments of him reading them.
Yeah. Huh.
And it's really.
And what's his background before writing? Or has he always been a writer, or into like personal growth, or is he more religious based, or what was his background? Any idea?
I do know this. I have somebody I coached with that knew him actually, and she does TED talks, and and she's a big speaker. I know he was a drunk. Evidently, he was a massive drunk. But I don't know. I'd have to Google.
Yeah.
I think yeah. I forget. But really, I mean, I think he's sold like 50 million of those. He's passed away, but I mean, it's an interesting, deceiving, the greatest salesman. You're not even sure what it's like a fable. It's a really well written.
The part that I did read, I definitely read the preface, and or maybe when I was getting ready to purchase it, and the amount of people that spoke in the preface, or just in the regards to the book itself, I was like, man, this is like, clearly you pick it up, it's not a huge read, just like you said, and for the people that have spoke towards it, I was like, I got it. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't finished it yet. I'm reading other stuff, but
yeah, give yourself like an hour, like like this morning or whatever, and because there are some phrases in there that are just so well written. And then it will really resonate with you. Like it's
now. Have you found? Well, this is off topic, but like with a book like that, have you come across other folks, industry wide, or just professional, with coaching in general, that had already read that book, or was it something that you found on your own? Did someone recommend it to you?
No, I was being coached by a company, and it was embraced by that coaching company as just a really brilliant way to be. And I mean, I've had it in my business plan for years to live a life based on the scrolls. So
that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, it's something that a bunch of people, and then we would share it with people that we coach too. So I didn't find it. It was kind of shown to me.
Yeah.
But
it's good stuff.
Well, we hit our hit our 10 minutes. Hope you have a great
man. You too. Have a great day.